All right. Um, I'm going to talk to you today about Syria, and I'm going to talk to you from the perspective of three people. One is my old friend, the Christian army officer. Um, he's gone back to his hometown of Qatar. The second is from the perspective of a close associate with HTS, Hayat Tahrir Sham, and he's in Damascus. And the third is from the perspective of an Alawite who has had to leave Damascus and return to Latakia. So the three perspectives. The first. So the Christian officer, I've talked to you about his views before. HTS have a lot of Turkish advisors. They're a right-wing Sunni group. That's how he describes them, right-wing Sunni. I mean, that's one way of looking at them. I guess they are religiously right-wing. Anyway, whatever, maybe you'd call them politically right-wing. And the perspective of these people and the people around them is that it's the Alawites versus us. They want revenge. However, Turkey doesn't want all the Alawites alienated. So they want limited atrocities so as not to alienate the Alawite constituency. A lot of the army housing has been evacuated around Damascus and so on, and elsewhere. I mean, the military housing, people have been, if they're Alawites, which many of them are, they've been forced to go to the coast. I mean, obviously that means tens of thousands of families, according to my friend, tens of thousands of families. Because they obviously these are family homes, but they're military homes that are given them, and they have homes in their home villages or whatever, by and large, not always, or families back somewhere. So they've become refugees from Damascus or wherever. Most of them going to the coast. So other families come in from Idlib, and so they've lost their homes. They come in, they go out. It's a huge change. Tens and tens of thousands of people on the move. According to my friend, it'll take 3 or 4 years to consolidate his power. Jolani, whatever name he goes by at the moment. UN Security Council 2254 suggested there should be a wider, more inclusive government. Yeah, well, maybe, says my friend. I mean, not looking entirely good so far. The Minister of Justice is a rather shady guy. Not at all. Not at all nice chap. Minister of Health is from the old regime. So it's a mixed picture. Some of the loyalists have been put in, like the head of the airport now is a guy who doesn't know where a tail of an aircraft from the head. He's never had anything to do with aeroplanes, but he's a loyalist. So, I mean, dodgy in a way, but there you go. So he's running Damascus Airport. But so there we have it. That's my friend has been obviously evicted from his home, his military home, his army home, and he's back home in Qatar, small Christian satellite town of Damascus. There you go. I mean, I know Qatar well. I've been there, spent time there, spent a lot of time there. Meanwhile, now here comes the big one. The guy on Yolani's payroll, the guy I've been speaking to, who is a friend of HTS, Hayat Sham. I always get these names wrong. Anyway, what does he say? It's a shocker. To me, it's a shocker. To you, it may be nothing. You may think nothing of it. Before the battle, or if you can call it that, the rout of the Syrian armed forces around Aleppo, Qatar, the State of Qatar, paid Jolani $50 million. 50 million. Well, that's how he funded his boys. He brought fighters from all over the world, plus he had his Syria. I mean, come on. And he gave everybody $1,500 a month. It's big money in Syria. Every guy carrying a rifle for him is getting now $1,500 a month. So, I mean, it's huge money in Syria, where the average salary, if you got a job, is $50 a month. $1,500 a month. You know, that's amazing. So, Giuliani, wow. $50 million the Qataris paid him. They bankrolled this whole business. The Turks didn't pay. The Turks provide the advisors. The Turks provided the strategic help. The Israelis provided the radio jamming. No, but it was a Turkish, Israeli, Qatari conspiracy. Biggest, well, with the Russians, by the way. The Russians are in on it. Biggest conspiracy of modern times. Amazing. Amazing. Anyway, that's he didn't say all of that. He just said, and it's credible. This is not maybe yes or maybe no. State of Qatar provided the funding for Yolani's group in the sum of $50 million. He also said that two major Turkish companies are being given all the contracts, and the restructuring of the port of Tartus is the biggest contract, the biggest initial contract. And that's been given, that's underway, that's starting. And that's a massive, to a Turkish company. He also said that the seabed, sorry, I shouldn't laugh, honestly, it's not to make you weep, really. The seabed, you know, the seabed agreement, the coastal waters, and so on. You have an agreement between Cyprus and Turkey over who controls the coastal waters, this patch, that patch, because the seabed is potentially natural gas down there and so on. Well, there will be now, right quickly, a seabed agreement with Turkey and Syria. They're already setting it up. It's already kind of laid out. And it's massively to Turkey's advantage. Massively. Turkey gets a major wodge of Syria's. Yeah. They're carving up Syria, aren't they? Syria becomes a Turkish vassal state, and up to a point an Israeli vassal state in the south. Israel has taken land right up to the mountains behind Damascus and on a huge swathe of ground way beyond the Golan Heights. Interesting. Anyway, so those are two of my friends. And now the third friend is Allawite, and I'll just briefly tell you what he had to say. He's obviously had to leave his Damascus home. There you go. All the humiliations and killings of the Alawite. I'm just using his exact words now. All the humiliations and killings of the Alawites. Nobody's talking about them. There are more and more and more, especially in Homs, because they want them to move to the coast. And once they go to the coast, they will kick them into the mountains. They want to kick the Alawites into the mountains, he's saying. They want the sea. It's vital for them. Any group even trying to hint that an Alawite state, he's talking about federal solutions, an Alawite state is the solution, they will be crushed mercilessly. And he says, the thing with Jolani is we don't know how long he's going to be there. Or Yolani, whatever you'd like to call him. Of everyone, he's the most worried. As a person, he's more worried than the Alawites. At the moment, he is the man of the West. But there's huge competition for the prize that is Syria. And he's got to watch his back. So there we are. Three perspectives. One a Christian, one a Sunni, close to Yolani, and one an Alawite. I hope they're helpful. I'm not sure they are. But that's what I have to offer you today. God bless you, and God keep you. Thank you.